This is 5 on your side at 6. Focused on you.
A little warmer today at Busch Stadium following this week's chilly home opener. Today the Marlins faced off against the Cardinals, and our Cardinals aren't the only local team in action. Thank you for joining us. I'm Brent Solomon. A busy day for St. Louis sports. The BattleHawks and City SC are gearing up for home games as well. Let's see how the weather is shaping up. Here's Weather First meteorologist Gary Frank.
Yeah, good evening, Brent. And it was a pretty nice day today, pretty close to average, which is in the mid-60s, and we got to about 62 degrees. And as we look outside, not a cloud in the sky, so you're not going to have any issue weather-wise. I will say if you're out and about, though, you will start to see the clouds increase from west to east into the overnight hours, even as the sun sets. And you'll see that specifically from Kansas City right to the state line there. For now, though, temperatures holding steady in the upper 50s and low 60s. 59 in Forest Park. It is really nice. It's even warmer off to the west. We'll start to tap into that a little bit, but it is all part of a wind that's going to increase. But still, the rest of the evening, I think by the time that the rest of these games start, we're in the upper 50s. We're really nice. And by the time you get out and go home, we're still in the low 50s, so it's not going to be any shock to the system. However, wind will start to increase out of the south into the overnight hours. I do expect the wind to be a factor for tomorrow as we start to see more wind gusts out of the southwest, and then eventually calmer on Monday ahead of Tuesday. But it's going to be the wind that's a big factor for us as we talk about clouds that increase, rain chances on Sunday, and how much cloud cover will impact the eclipse on Monday.
And Gary, today we have the Cardinals, the Blues, City SC, and the BattleHawks all in action. Our Annie Crawl was out at the City SC block party today. She didn't have any fun at all. Let's check in.
Lions, Tigers, and Bears, oh my, the day St. Louis sports fans have been waiting for, but maybe I should adapt the Wizard of Oz quote to instead say Cardinals, BattleHawks, and City SC, oh my, because they are all playing at home in St. Louis on Saturday. The Cardinals kicked off the weekend excitement with a win over the Marlins on Saturday. The Blues also were in action against the San Jose Sharks. Then just a few hours later, the BattleHawks kicking off their home opener at the Dome at America Center. And then it was the cherry on top to all of this. Only 30 minutes after the BattleHawks kicked off, it was time to kick off on the soccer pitch, this time for City SC as they face FC Dallas. The best smorgasbord for a St. Louis fan on a Saturday you could possibly ask for.
It's exciting to see downtown like this, to have 3 big games like that, and to see just how hyped the city is to have all of these teams. It's great.
I mean, it's well overdue. The city's been waiting for it, so it's really exciting to see. One of my students was actually one of the first, homegrown here, so Miguel Perez, so it was really cool to get to see him for the first season.
As you can hear, for good reason, it is one of the best days for St. Louis sports fans. So far in 2024, City SC trying to get something better than a draw at home on Saturday, because that has been the trend. 4 draws and only 1 win in the 2024 season. So on Saturday night, they're going to try and get another win. Reporting at City Park, Annie Crawl, 5 on your side.
And I tell you what, Annie, the Birds faced off against the Marlins earlier this afternoon. After an exciting home opener, the St. Louis Cardinals took Friday off. They finish off their first at-home series of 2024 this weekend. We spoke with 2 fans who love going to the games together. They say there's nothing like it.
The energy, the people. My mom was saying that this morning too. She was like,
the ballpark village has all the energy.
Yes, we're rooting for the Cardinals. We're rooting for the Cardinals. We got some fresh players, so we're excited.
That game wrapped up within the past couple of hours. The Cardinals beat the Marlins 3-1. The Redbirds play again tomorrow at 1:15. Well, BattleHawks fans are getting in on their excitement too. Today kicked off that team's home opener. And 5 on your side's Travis Cummings caught up with some diehard fans.
Ready for the battlefield.
I am Ballhawk 1, and I am a fan of the BattleHawks, as you can see from the crest that I put on my arm. I love them to death. However, I'm a big fan of UFL.
This football fanatic travels all over to support the league.
Well, as you know, the BattleHawks will only play 12. You know what that means, championship.
BattleHawk 1 is one of many optimistic fans who flocked to downtown St. Louis hours before the first game of the team's second season. Like Toby Brown or The Beard.
Just the energy level, this craziness in here,
Everybody wants to have fun. Everybody wants to have a good time.
They found the perfect spot, too, at the corner of Cole and 7th Streets. Cynthia Miller and her family are staking out here for a second year.
We got our little table here set up. We're going to have some snacks and maybe have a few drinks to start the party.
This parking lot right next to the Dome fits about 1,000 vehicles, and a son and father business duo in town rented out so that BattleHawks fans can have the ultimate experience.
Event production is just one of our hobbies. It's one of the aspects of our business. As a little kid, he used to bring me down here to the Rams tailgates.
Besides having fun, the only thing fans are doing here is paying to park.
The food and drink vendors, the restrooms, and we have security patrolling the lot all day and during the games.
They're ready for the win. Travis Cummings, 5 on your side.
All right, Travis, thanks. Right now, Granite City police are investigating after a train hit a minor. Police tell us it happened on the train tracks near Missouri Avenue around 6:30. Officers found that person with life-threatening injuries. The victim went to the hospital. We don't know their name. New developments in a deadly accident in St. Louis County that killed a High Ridge teenager. Highway Patrol says the 17-year-old driver was ejected on Highway 141 north of Fenton. This was around 10 last night. Investigators say witnesses saw a black SUV that may have hit the rider and left without stopping, not knowing what they hit. If you have any information, you're asked to contact Troop C headquarters at 636-300-2800. A South St. Louis bar suffered major damage when a fire broke out Friday afternoon. Stella Blues on Morganford Road is temporarily closed now after a fire engulfed the back of the building. Fire crews say the fire spread through the building's ductwork into the second floor, which is a residential space. No one was hurt, but a GoFundMe is set up to help repair the damage and support staff while it is closed. Some changes to the Francis Howell School Board. After months of tension and protests, 2 progressive members are now elected to the board. Carolee Owens and Stephen Blair took 2 of the open seats on the school board. On this week's episode of The Record, political editor Mark Maxwell speaks with both of those newly elected board members. Owens says she hopes to lead by example.
Do you expect your arrival will shift the direction of the board?
I think that would be very difficult because there will still be a 5-member majority. So Stephen and I will just be trying to work with them collaboratively and show them that that's the way you're supposed to run public schools.
You can catch both of those interviews on The Record with Mark Maxwell. It airs Sunday night, right after Sports Plus. An area healthcare provider looking to expand, where Mercy wants to put a new hospital. And a grand opening in Brentwood. We're there for the new and inclusive playground that's now open.